Cars have been around for about 140 years now, but they've come a long way since their inception. From steam-powered carriages to electric vehicles, we've tried just about everything when it comes to powering these machines. Today, we're going to take a look at how cars evolved over the past 200 years and see what the future might hold. The very first cars were, in fact, powered by steam. The first recognizable car was built in 1886 by German engineer Carl Benz. It was called the Benz Patent-Motorwagen and was powered by an internal combustion engine that ran on gasoline. However, this wasn't the first gasoline-powered car. That honor goes to a French inventor named Nicolas Joseph Cugnot, who built a three-wheeled steam-powered car in 1769. This vehicle could carry up to 4 passengers and was capable of speeds up to 2 miles per hour. However, it was so heavy that it required 8 men to operate it. As you can imagine, this made it not very practical, and only 3 of them were ever built. In 1807, English inventor Richard Trevithick built the first steam-powered locomotive to run on rails. This locomotive was able to pull a train of cars at speeds of up to 5 miles per hour. However, it was also quite heavy and cumbersome, weighing in at over 10 tons. This made it difficult to maneuver, and it was eventually scrapped. The first commercially successful automobile was the Benz Patent-Motorwagen, which went into production in 1888. This car sold for 6,000 marks, which is equivalent to around $30,000 today. Only 3 of these cars were ever built, and one of them is on display at the Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. In the early 1900s, there were a number of different automakers producing a variety of different vehicles. Some of the most popular brands included Ford, General Motors, Chrysler, and Standard. At this time, there were also a number of different types of vehicles being produced, including open-top runabouts, closed-top touring cars, and even some early versions of SUVs. The most popular type of vehicle was the closed-top touring car, which was typically used by wealthy families for long-distance travel. These cars were often equipped with luxurious amenities such as plush seating, electric lights, and even heaters. In 1908, Ford Motor Company introduced the Model T, which was the first mass-produced car. This car was much more affordable than previous models, selling for just $850. It quickly became the most popular car in America and was responsible for making the automobile accessible to the average person. The Model T was produced until 1927, and during that time Ford sold over 16 million of them. During the 1920s, the automobile became a common sight on America's roads. There were now over 30 million cars in operation, and they were being used for a variety of purposes, including personal transportation, commuting to work, and even cross-country trips. The popularity of the automobile led to the construction of new roads and highways, as well as the development of new technologies such as traffic lights and car radios. In the late 1920s, the first electric cars began to appear on the market. These cars were powered by batteries and were much quieter and more efficient than gasoline-powered cars. However, they were also very expensive and limited in range, which made them impractical for most people. As a result, electric cars never really took off in popularity until recently. The Great Depression of the 1930s had a major impact on the automobile industry. Car sales plummeted, and many companies went out of business. However, the industry quickly recovered after World War II, and the automobile became more popular than ever. During the 1950s, Americans were in love with their cars. They were seen as a symbol of freedom, mobility, and power. This era saw the introduction of some of the most iconic car designs of all time, such as the Chevrolet Corvette and the Ford Thunderbird. In 1955, the Ford Mustang was introduced, and it quickly became one of the best-selling cars of all time. Over the next few decades, the Mustang would go through several redesigns, but it would always remain one of America's favorite cars. During the 1960s, the muscle car era, cars were bigger and more powerful than ever before. These cars were designed for speed and acceleration, and they quickly became popular among young people. Some of the most famous muscle cars of this era include the Chevrolet Camaro, the Dodge Challenger, and the Plymouth Barracuda. In the 1970s, the energy crisis led to the development of more fuel-efficient cars. This decade saw the introduction of the first fuel-injected engines, as well as the first electronic fuel injection systems. These advancements helped to improve the fuel economy of cars, while still providing drivers with the power they demanded. During the 1980s, Japanese car manufacturers began to gain popularity in the United States. These cars were known for their reliability, fuel efficiency, and affordability. Some of the most popular Japanese cars of this era include the Toyota Corolla, the Honda Civic, and the Nissan Sentra. During the 1990s, the focus shifted to safety and environmental friendliness. This decade saw the introduction of the first analog braking systems, as well as the first electronic stability control systems. Additionally, car manufacturers began to reduce the amount of emissions their vehicles produced. Today, the automobile industry is more competitive than ever before. Car manufacturers from all over the world are vying for a piece of the market, and consumers have more choices than ever. When it comes to selecting a vehicle, in addition to traditional gasoline-powered cars, there are now a variety of alternative fuel vehicles available, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and electric cars. Looking ahead to the future, it is likely that electric cars will become more popular. As battery technology improves, electric cars will become more efficient and longer-lasting. Additionally, governments around the world are implementing stricter emission standards, which will make gasoline-powered cars less desirable. Some car manufacturers are already investing heavily in electric car technology. For example, Tesla has become the most valuable car company in the world, despite selling fewer cars than its competitors. This is because investors believe that the company is poised to capitalize on the growing demand for electric cars. It is also possible that self-driving cars will become more common in the future. This technology is still in its early stages of development, but it has the potential to revolutionize the way we drive. Self-driving cars could make driving more efficient and accessible to a wider range of people. They could also reduce the number of accidents that occur each year. However, there are also concerns about the safety and security of self-driving cars. As this technology continues to develop, it will be important to address these concerns to ensure that self-driving cars are safe for everyone. In conclusion, the history of cars is a long and fascinating one. From the first steam-powered vehicles to the electric cars of today, cars have come a long way. They have revolutionized the way we travel and have had a major impact on our society. Looking ahead to the future, it is clear that the automotive industry is constantly evolving and changing. New technologies are emerging all the time, and car manufacturers are working hard to stay ahead of the curve. Whether it is electric cars, self-driving cars, or other advancements, the future of cars is sure to be exciting. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the history of cars. If you did, please leave us a like and subscribe to our channel for more fun and educational content. And if you want to learn more about cars, be sure to visit our website for the latest news and reviews. Thanks for watching.